All right, so the Falcons get the W. They win the game off of basically Kirk Cousins' legs. No thanks to Young Wei Koo. He ends up missing the field goal, and the defense basically held on for the victory. So shout out to Kirk Cousins for extending the drive so we can take more time off the clock. But nevertheless, the Falcons end up winning despite all of the crazy things that's going on. Back into the States, it was a phenomenal, cruise that we went on. Everything was great. My son, he had fun. And it was good to come back home to a Falcons victory because Georgia Southern basically, wet the bed the night before, and that was kind of crazy watching that on the cruise ship. But to come home and watch the Falcons get a win and take a good lead in the division is awesome. So right now the Falcons just need to keep it moving, keep it rolling. They play Dallas next, and at the end of the day, these are the type of games that's going to be that's just the way they're going to be in the division. You saw the game against the Saints. You saw how that went. You saw how the game went against the Buccaneers at when we played them the first time. You saw how those went. All those games went down to the wire, and this game also did that as well. So Kirk Cousins played pretty well. Overall, the team played pretty good. You see my son. The team played pretty good overall. I mean, you had turnovers. We called like 3 turnovers. The offense played okay. The run game was pretty decent. The passing game was not bad. I think the only big issue, and it's going to be an issue for the rest of the year, that the defense need to get to the quarterback. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. And the defense need to tackle a little bit better because I like the defensive schemes. The defensive scheme isn't bad. Getting guys in place is not a bad. It's not a bad scheme because the guys are in place, but they cannot tackle. And some of these guys are just running the ball on us at will. It's just like crazy. But we did, kind of lock things down at some point. We've been to the point where we didn't break, and that got us to W. And in the division, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're playing the NFC South, the AFC West. These divisional games are going to be like this. So kudos to the Falcons to go into hostile territory on a day that was kind of to be celebrated because they're wearing their creamsicle uniforms. And even though that they did not have their top receivers, those guys still stepped up to play. Like I said, once again, that's like how a divisional game is going to be. But even with all of that, the Falcons put up 31 points. They were able to win this game. It should have been 34 points, and they should have ran away with this win. But Young Wei Koo, no thanks to him. He is a Georgia Southern Eagle. But he messed up on this one. I guess it's not a good week for Georgia Southern in general. They lose against Old Dominion, and then you see our Georgia Southern kicker misses the field goal. So all in all, it is a good feeling at the end of the day. You're up in the division by 2 against Tampa Bay. You sweep them in the division. You already got one up on the Saints, and you have one up on the the Panthers. You don't even talk about the Panthers that much. So even though you got all that going on, you're in very good shape. All you have to do is just try to win the rest of your games, especially in the NFC. So you got to play Dallas. You still got to play Minnesota. So you still got those games as well. He's showing off Gus, the Georgia Southern Eagle. My son's a mess. But you still got to win those games. And when, you get those in good fashion, you win those, you put yourself in a really good position when it comes to seeding in the playoffs. And I understand that the playoffs is a long ways away. We're at 5-3, so it's nothing to really talk about. But you got to take it one game at a time, And these are the games that you build off of. Now, I don't have the stats up here in front of me. I haven't really looked at the stats. I don't really care for the stats in this one. I do know that Kirk Cousins had a pretty solid game. And, A.J. Terrell had a pick. Jesse Bates had a fumble, forced fumble, and an interception. How about Jesse Bates? You know what I mean? Darnell Mooney had a touchdown catch. Kyle Pitts. Really, what can we say about Kyle Pitts? Outside of the mental error that he made at the end of the touchdown run, he played pretty good. 2 touchdown catches, not bad. So the team itself is rolling. They're in a pretty good position. It's good to see how they're going, and hopefully they'll build on this. They got to play Dallas. Dallas is an up and down team. You never know what type of team you're going to get, but I do like the Falcons in that game. Playing at home, I will be at that game if everything goes well, nothing happens or nothing crazy. So I do have season tickets. I will be at that game, and hopefully it all goes well. So let me know what you guys think about this game. I'm going to get up out of here. My son wants to play. He wants to play. What did you say you wanted to play?
Smash Brothers.
Want to play Smash Brothers?
Yeah, and I got this Mario shirt.
Yeah, you got a Mario shirt on too. What else?
And we go find a marble run.
Yeah, we're going to get you a marble run so you can get that as well. Okay. So, my son, I mean, he's the greatest, and I try to do the best for him. You know, what else can you do? It's a great weekend. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. Falcons win. What else can you say? All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.